Hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of your 8-week beginner Pilates course. I'm Isobel, back with you for this second week. We're going to be going through a lot of the same movements as last week, but just really cranking up that difficulty level, adding some more reps, and also looking at some new stuff as well, which will be lots of fun. So let's get started. And we're going to come to the end of our mats. Same way as we started day 1 of last week. We're going to do our roll down. So let's find that Pilates stance. Just do a quick body check-in. You should know the score by now, but from your feet all the way up to the head, especially checking in with that weight in your feet, soft knees, pelvis position. Maybe do a couple of tucks there if you just need a moment to find that again. Get that engagement in the core, imagining those magnets or that belt doing up on that lower stomach, keeping that about 30% engagement. Nice and long in the spine, shoulders down, neck long, head floating. And let's just take 3 shoulder rolls backwards first. So we'll inhale, exhale, drop the shoulders down the back. Dropping the shoulders, keeping the ribs nice and flat, not flaring them out. Lovely. Now inhale to prepare. Exhale, nodding that chin to chest, engaging that core, and begin your roll down. Vertebra by vertebra. Peeling yourself off the wall. Keeping a nice bend in those knees for these first couple. Inhale at the bottom, back over the head. Exhale, using the core to lift you up. Again, vertebra by vertebra. You can't print the next vertebra onto the wall until the one before it is already fully down. Shoulders back and down, head is the last thing to come up. One more like that. Slow as you possibly can. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift. Now this time, we're going to lift up onto the toes. So we'll lift up, and you can allow the arms to lift. So we bring that gaze up to the ceiling, staying on your toes. Inhale, exhale, lower from the toes down, bringing the arms down as we roll down to the toes again. Great work. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, lift. Arms reaching, rising up onto the toes, pulling those sit bones together. Get a nice lot of support through the glutes. Inhale at the top, exhale lower. We're going to do one more like that. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, really peel yourself up this time. Feel the space you're creating between each of those vertebrae. Engage the core. Make sure we're not arching the back here. And lower. As we usually do this time, we're going to be rolling down to the floor. We're going to walk out. And let's take our downward dog here. It's day 1, so let's give the legs a bit of a chance to warm up and mobilize. Walking through those feet here. Stretching through the calves. Really imagine that your hips are being lifted up towards the ceiling. That somebody's got a hand just here between your shoulder blades and they're pushing there. So that would create a nice V shape. Core still pulling in, engaging. And let's hold both feet down. Push through the heels of your palms. And lower those knees. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's do a couple of cat-cows here as well. Just get that back warmed up a little bit. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And let's exhale through the spine. So we inhale to hold. Exhale to move. Inhale to hold. Exhale to move. One more, inhale to hold. Exhale to move. And let's push back into child's pose. Stretching those fingertips as far away from you as you can. Sitting, your glutes onto your heels. Nice deep breaths, remembering that resistance band around the ribs that we spoke about in week 1. So we're breathing into the sides, the backs, as well as the front of the ribs. Lovely, just walk yourself up. And we're going to bring ourselves into lying semi-supine. We're moving a bit quicker through these moves that we learnt last week. Now that you've got the basics, we're just going to drive through them, finding more of a sense of flow. So just take a moment to find your alignment here, thinking about that train tracks of the legs, a line going from the middle of the hip through the middle of the knee, through to the second toe. Maybe a few pelvic tilts here. Find neutral. Pull shoulders down the back, plant the palms into the mat. Neck's nice and long. Head and neck in neutral alignment. We're not tucking the chin or letting it extend backwards. You can also add a little pillow under your head if that helps you to find that comfortable alignment of your neck. Okie dokie, we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck that pelvis under and begin to peel off the mat. Inhale, once your hips are lifted into a diagonal line from your knees through your hips to the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the pelvis in and lower a vertebrae. Tuck and lower a vertebrae. Tuck, lower, tuck, lower, tuck, lower, and release. Exhale, left. Now thinking about our tucking and lowering, but doing it more smoothly this time. Really focusing on spine mobility with these shoulder bridges to start. Eyes looking up towards the ceiling. Lovely work, everybody. Inhale. Lovely. Now we're going to add some arms in with these glute bridges. So I want you to lift those arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale. As we exhale and peel, I want the shoulders, the arms to come down towards the mat. Working slight opposition with the hips. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower and lift the arms. And try and make both sections, the hips and the arms, arrive at the same time. Drive through the palms into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release. Lowering with control as slowly as we can. Inhale. Exhale, go. Pulling the shoulders still down. Feeling that engagement in the lats with the arms. So by adding the arms, just taking away a little bit of that stability, so increasing the challenge of the movement. Holding that bridge for 10, 9, 8, drive the palms into the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze those sit bones together and pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Core engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. Lovely. Now just give those legs a little drop from side to side. Lovely. That was just carrying on with a bit of that spine mobility from our roll down. Now we're going to go into our hip roll, so slightly changing the order this week. Just going to stretch those arms out into a T shape here. Inhale to prepare. Bringing those feet, knees, thighs together. We exhale to lower to one side as we turn the head in the opposite direction. Inhale to stretch that top leg out of that hip socket. Imagine it's being pulled away from you in that direction. Fingertips reaching. Exhale to engage that core and pull the hips back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Keeping all those joints of your legs stacked. Ankles, knees, hips all stacked. Keeping that shoulder down on the floor. Exhale back to center. Okay, on this next one, you've got the option to carry on as we are, or if you'd like to add a little bit more of a challenge, especially into the abdominals, we're going to lift those legs up into a tabletop position. So float one leg then the other. And we're going to do the same movement, keeping them stuck together. Imagine you've got a 5-pound note between your knees. And we're going to just slowly lower, really taking the time to focus on the stability here. Again, only lifting as low as you can keep that shoulder on the floor. So it may not reach the floor this time. Really engaging through the core, tightening that belt to bring back to center. So taking this exercise from being just about mobility to also stabilizing that pelvis and working through those core muscles. Still twisting that head, reach as far as you can, reaching those fingertips as far as you can. Making sure you're squeezing the legs together. Let's go for one more each side. Still breathing into that resistance band. Last one. Well done, everybody. And now let's float one leg down, still engaging that core, then the other leg. And then let's just hug those knees to our chest here. Maybe rock side to side, maybe give some circles, mobilize those hips a little bit. Lovely. Now that we've got those abs warmed up, we're going to carry on going back to those ab curls and oblique curls that we learnt last week. So creating a cradle with the hands, really supporting the head. Checking with that alignment of the legs again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades down, engage the core, and lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, up. Exhale, lift as high as you can. Really get that shake in the core. Lower. For 3. For 2. Imagine you're holding a small apple between your chin and your chest. And for 1. Now to those oblique curls this time. Imagine that we're taking our shoulder over to our opposite jeans pocket. So inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate slightly. So the rotation is all coming from this midsection. And lower. Really feeling those obliques start to work. Now when we're doing this, we want to keep both the hip bones pointing up towards the ceiling equally, so we're not rocking as we turn. We're just really focusing on taking that shoulder to that jeans pocket. I'm definitely feeling the shake. I hope you are too. Elbows just in your peripheral vision. Let's go for one more each side. Last one. Lower and release. You can give a nice full body stretch here if you like. Lovely. And we've got one more new move this week. So we're going to start looking at the hundreds. We're going to start with 100 prep today. So find your semi-supine position. And we're going to be coming into that tabletop a bit like we were with the hip twist. Again, we're going to squeeze those feet, knees, ankles, inner thighs together. Inhale. Exhale, float one leg to tabletop. Float the other. Again, create this 90-degree angle. We're going to be focusing on a movement with the arms here. It's coming from the shoulders, not from the elbows, not from the wrists. We want to keep a nice straight line here. A bit of a bend in the elbows, but a nice straight line on the wrists. And we're going to be holding here. We inhale, and then we exhale, hitting our arms for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll float down. So that's our movement that we're going for. We're going to do half a set, so we're going to do 50. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the arms, lower one leg, lower the other, and give it a little window wiper, hug out, whatever you like the most. Nice big stretch. We're going to do that one more time now. I'm just going to shout out a few little cues for you there. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, float up to tabletop. Engage in that core, tightening that belt, drawing those magnets in. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeezing those legs together. Pulling the shoulders down the back. Keeping length along the neck, between the shoulders and the ears. Not lifting those arms too high, they're staying about shoulder height. I have lost count, but we're going to carry on. Let's go for 2 more sets. Pointing those toes. And lower the arms, drop the feet. Perfect. And we'll build upon that next week. Lovely stuff. That's our core all covered. Okay, we're going to roll onto our sides. Going for our sideline exercises, starting with our oysters, and then we're going to add in a new one before you get to our inner thigh raises. So again, you've got the option, remember, to put the pillow between your shoulder and your arm if you would like. We're going to extend that top arm, check in with that pelvis position. Again, we want to imagine we're lining ourselves up against the back of a wall, not arching that back. Knees here coming about 45 degrees. Option to have this arm here for support. You can also have it on your hips. You find that helps you to keep that position there. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Thinking about lengthening that waist. We're not sinking down into the mat. We're pulling up away from the mat, pushing that top hip towards the wall, furthest away from you. Lovely. Only opening as high as we can stay stacked on the hips, so we're not allowing the hips to roll backwards. Imagine those headlamps on your hip bones are pointing towards the wall in front of you. Squeezing those sit bones together. Even on your way down, I want you to really resist against gravity. Great stuff. You also do have the option, if this is starting to feel a bit easy for you, if you've got an elastic resistance band, like a loop shaped one, you can put it around your thighs there just to give a little bit more resistance to work against. Pulling those shoulders down, lengthen the waist, lengthen the sides of the neck. How high can you lift that leg without rolling, without moving the pelvis? Let's go for 4, for 3. Don't forget to breathe. For 2. For 1, holding at the top. We're going to pulse up, backwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Give it a nice pat. Okay, so we finished our oysters. Staying in this position, I want you to stretch that top leg. Let's start with a flexed foot here. We want it to stay about hip height, imagining that you're underneath a glass table and you're almost polishing the glass table with your leg as you move. Lengthen that waist. So instead of sinking in here, we're going to lengthen it away, really pulling that leg out of the hip socket. We inhale, prepare. Exhale 2 times, do 2 small kicks forwards. And then a nice big inhale as you point the toes and swipe that leg back. Now we're only moving it as far forward and back as we can without moving that pelvis, without arching the back too much. Really nice and slow. This is all about controlling that pelvis position. You've also got a bit of the coordination with your feet here, going from flex to pointed. And let's just go for 2 more. Pull the shoulders down, lengthen that waist. And give that bum a pat there. Last one for this side, we're going to go on to our inner thigh lifts like we did last week. So placing that foot in front of you, really grounding the foot into the floor, flex the bottom leg, turn it out so that heel is reaching towards the ceiling. Our leg is externally rotated. Lengthen the waist, inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. For 5. For 4. For 3. Really lengthen that leg. For 2. For 1. And we're just going to pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower, lengthen away. And relax. Give those legs a little shake there, a little pat out. We're just going to swap over to the other side. So setting yourself up for that oyster. Reaching the fingertips away, legs 45 degrees. Stack the hips, stack the knees, stack the ankles. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lengthen away and lengthen that top leg up diagonally away from you as we lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Squeeze those sit bones together. Gauge that core. Pull the shoulders down, lengthen the neck, lengthen the waist. Put in as equal effort into the way down as we do the way up. For 4. For 3, check you're not rocking backwards. For 2. For 1. We're going to hold it at the top and we're going to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 10, 9, core, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Quick pat before we extend with the flexed foot underneath that glass table. Inhale, prepare. Softly back. Point the toes, really working through the bones of the foot. Lovely. Keeping that pelvis nice and stable. And let's go for 2 more. Really stretching that leg as long as it can be. Lovely. Give it a pat. Give it a shake. That glute there. Then we're going to plant the foot into the floor in front of us. Going just for about 8 of those inner thigh raises. Lengthen the waist. Inhale. Four more. You've got this. We're almost at the end. 4, 4, 3. Externally rotating that leg. Heel is reaching towards the ceiling. For 1, and we pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Well done, everybody. Let's go on our backs and have a nice little glute stretch there with that figure of 4 stretch. It's one of my favourites. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee, either pushing that left knee away or lifting that right leg and pulling the left leg towards our chest. Nice deep breaths into all parts of your ribs with that resistance band. Sink those shoulders into the mat. Sink those ribs down towards your hips. Keep that left foot nice and flexed. Lowering down, stopping over, crossing that right foot over the left leg, either push the knee away, or if you want a bit more of a stretch, lift the left leg. This side might feel a bit tighter if it's the one that you've just worked. Still pushing that knee away, even if it's lifted. Okay, last thing for today, we're going to roll onto our fronts. We're going to do some more of those diamond raises just to really integrate that technique into the body. So we started doing swimmers on day 2, but we want to focus again on really finding that use of the mid-back. So create that diamond shape with your hands into out your forehead. Inhale, prepare. Let go of the glutes. Exhale, rolling that marble under your nose. Up and away. Keeping the head in line with the spine. Fingertips. Eyes looking at fingertips. Lower. So we exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Shoulder blades pulling down. Stabilizing as we lift. Again, don't forget you've got that option to lift the eye line for 1 rep if you can't feel that engagement in the mid-back until you feel it right along that bra strap line. And then you can bring the eyes back to the fingertips, but keep that same feeling in the back. And then on the next rep, we're going to find that feeling again, but keeping the eyes at the fingertips. Let's do 3 more. For 2. And for 1. And we're going to lift up 1 more time. This time we're going to hold for 10 counts. 10, 9, shoulder blades down, 7, 6, 5, check that head alignment, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. I'm going to do that one more time. Really think about a ruler coming out the top of your top, keeping that head in line. Exhale, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Bring your hands down to chest level. Gauge the core, push yourself up. Lift into a child's pose, stretching that back out. Lovely. Inhale. Lots of deep breaths here into the back. Let's stretch over to the right. Feel yourself relaxing into that stretch with every exhale. Walking the hands over to the left. And then back to center. Just get the push up into tabletop one more time for a couple of those cat cows to finish. So inhale, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tucking that pelvis under, pushing those shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Head comes down. Nice stretch. Just really move here, flowing at your own time, feeling what feels best for your back. I'm going to go for one more. Lovely. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back for week 2. We're looking forward to seeing what the rest of the week brings us. We've got lots of fun coming, so make sure that you're back for day 2 of week 2, and I will see you there. Goodbye.